Alright, I am back. We're still waiting in queue here for this trial to pop. But I gotta wonder, why are we even doing this? If we actually go through with this trial, it means we're gonna be the ones that actually trigger the final days to happen again. So, why not just leave Fandaniel trapped inside a Zodiac? He kind of trapped himself there. I mean, yeah, I get it. If we don't fight, then the MSQ can't proceed, but at the same time, wouldn't that be the smart thing to do in this situation? Fandaniel's stuck in there now. I don't know. Unless Zodiac can somehow eventually get himself out of that moon, I guess that would be the reason to take care of it now. Alright, anyway, so we got the new hunt available. Now, we can't actually do any dungeons or anything like that right now, given that we're waiting on this queue to pop here. So let me take a quick look at what we've actually got in terms of the hunt here. So we got one in Garlemald, Mare Lamentorum, and then another in Thavnair, which I guess that's going to open up once these events play out. And then we still have Junior Guildship ones to go through. Mithril-Cap, Gaja. So, why don't we look at those real quick here? And I'll take the opportunity to get a little bit more experience on my ninja class. Either that or... Actually... No, what might be better is... I actually grab my miner. And see what we can do around here. And then I'll just keep an eye out for the hunts. Alright, so that's one of the hunts right there. Now, I do need to reorganize how some of this is set up here, but I should be fine, at least for the moment here. Oh, and where's Hadron again? Oh, wow, now the average wait time is 30 minutes. Alright. Alright, back to Miner. Yeah, here's the other thing. Even if I wanted to, say, grab Sage or Reaper right now, typically there's a trial associated with them, with the new class. Although, I guess, technically, we might still be able to unlock. Alright. Sorry for the indecisiveness here, but let's give it a look, at least. Maybe I could at least put some gear together for them or something. Yeah, I think, Sage is supposed to be over here somewhere. Yeah. Limsa Laminsa, former disreputable haven for pirates, now one of the realm's finest city-states, boasting a peerless shipping industry and an enviable culinary culture. Oh, how it bustles. The tomes did not lie. Well, here I am, Mother, in faraway Eorzea. I will complete this mission, just you watch. In your noble name, and as first of my class, I will succeed. And afterwards, perhaps I shall invite our esteemed alumna Alice for tea at the Bismarck. I'll be the envy of everyone. Wow! My apologies, good sir. I failed to notice you. I am Lala Jinjal, a native of Charlian. By your appearance, I assume you're an adventurer. Are you perchance well-traveled in Eorzea? So you are. How very fortuitous. And Prince is your name, you say. I swear I've heard it somewhere before. In any event, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. As for myself, I am an operative on a mission from the Forum, our nation's governing body. This being my first time in Eorzea, I studied as best as I could in preparation, but there is no substitute for a local's knowledge, thus did I intend to hire an adventurer like yourself to serve as my escort. The mission is in pursuit and capture of fugitives, and thus it will entail some danger, but you appear to be no stranger to such. Might you be willing to assist me in this endeavor? I'd be glad to give you the grand tour. Wonderful! While I have some skill with a blade and can fend for myself, I shall be glad of your capable company. Now then, ere I divulge the particulars of my mission, we should head somewhere more private, perhaps outside the city by the Zephyr Gate. Alright. So let's make our way over to the Zephyr Gate. Here we go. To Middle Lenosha. No idea if anybody lost their waifu or not. Forgive me if I seem overly cautious, but this mission is highly confidential. Were the wrong people to learn of it, my superiors would give me an earful. But I believe we may speak freely here, so permit me to brief you on the details. As I mentioned, I am on the trail of fugitives, criminals who fled Charlian and came to the shores. Extremely dangerous individuals who have enhanced themselves via forbidden means which have rendered them unsound of mind. While in a state of delirium, one of their compatriots even committed murder. He died thereafter due to the side effects of his enhancement. But 3 others remain at large and pose a threat to innocence. Their leader, a Viera male, is also alleged to have stolen valuable technological secrets. By way of reference material, I brought this soul crystal. Ow, it's hot, it's hot! What in the world? I have never known soul crystals to give off such heat before. Phew, it's finally cooled down. But what could have triggered that intense reaction? Not even at the studium did I ever witness such a thing, but maybe it was you? The technological secrets which were stolen were contained in a similar crystal. This particular sample has been loaned to me by a healing institute in Charlian. Tell me, Prince, in the course of your adventures, have you ever fervently wished to save someone? But failed to do so despite your best efforts, and afterwards cursed your own powerlessness? Yeah. I've had to watch some of my dearest friends slip away. Forgive me if my question was indelicate, but there can be no doubt the soul crystal resonated with that desire within you. When I received the crystal, I was told that should it respond in this manner to my Eorzean collaborator, that I should entrust it to them. For the knowledge it imparts, the knowledge of semiotics, would surely avail me in my mission. Developed at the Studium, semiotics is a discipline which combines the wisdom of medicine, aetherology, and sorcery, and those who have mastered it are called sages. Through medicine, a sage grasps the workings of the flesh. Through aetherology, he unlocks the secrets of the soul, and through sorcery, he learns to manipulate the two. Thus trained, a sage has the ability to both strengthen and heal. Yet by the same token, he is also capable of the opposite, of causing harm. Not just anyone can take up the sage's art. No, one must be prepared to hold the lives of others in one's hands. Are you willing to bear such a burden, Prince? If you are, and would swear to use the art for good, then I shall entrust this soul crystal to you. So, have you come to a decision? Then I will bear witness to your pledge. Do you swear to use the sage's art for good, and to wield its power to the best of your judgment and ability? Let's swear and become a sage. Excellent. Chosen as you are by the crystal, I had faith that you would rise to the occasion. When those around you cry out for succor, the crystal shall be your ally, for it bears the wisdom of sages past, and their hopes for the future. By hearkening to their whispers and following in their footsteps, you will come to embody those hopes, to save and change countless lives. Lest you worry how you will learn the art, I can provide guidance, to an extent, in any case. During my time at the Studium, I had occasion to study semiotics, you see. While I wasn't gifted in spellcraft and came to favor steel, I remember the lessons and will share what I know. Together with the soul crystal, I shall provide you with a set of sage's garments. So go on, take up your crystal and don your attire. We shall begin your training. Sage unlocked. And the number of available gear sets have increased. Alright. Alright, so right now I don't have really any gear to be wearing. Let me... And also, this is going to give me item level 385 gear, but there's something better I can do here. Let's head over to Girabania and Ralger's Reach. We're still waiting on the trial to pop. Kugane, I don't think would give me the proper item level, though, that I'm looking for. Because I'm looking for item level 400 here. So let's grab... Let's see, I gotta figure out how to do this. And is it sold by Gil? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. They added that, didn't they? Okay. All right. Well, yeah, this would still work as well. Okay. Anyway, so I want to get this as close as I can to being down in terms of poetics here. I think this will get me close enough. Yeah, and then 280, we grab a Ring of Healing. Okay, so that's part of what I need. And now I'm going to make my way over to Mordona. And we do... Let's see, where is it? Here we go. Exchange tombstones. So... Allegory, we can exchange for 1,000 poetics. And then Revelation... That'll give us another 1,000. Okay. And so now I can go... Actually, like you said, I'll actually look at the Crystarium instead here. Oh, okay, got it. So it's still specific based on where you're doing it at, though. Alright, so Kugani, then. Yep, I get that now. Alright, let's grab the rest of what we need here. Alright, looks like I'm still gonna be sort of short here. We want to do this as a new gear set. Alright, I need a better helmet at this point. So I can't exactly say that this set is done yet. But at least, this will work in the meantime. Alright, so... And then I still have to figure out how everything else here is going to work. All the different spells, but that's fine for now. Let me... Let's see. What I need to do is I need to get myself set up now with this. So for that, go under macros. Here we go. Alright, I think this was 31, 31, and 2. And I'm gonna have to redo some of this because the numbers are messed up now. Because of the expansion. But that switches Paladin. That switches to Sage. Cool. Alright, and then while I'm at it, let me also grab the one for Reaper as well, since we're still waiting on this trial. You would think tanks would have a faster queue than this. But I'm guessing it's either... I'm guessing it's healers that are in need right now. You there. You're the fighting sort, yes? And by the looks of it, one of no mean skill. My employer is in desperate need of a man of your talents, you see. He's been beset by threats from an unsavory group of thugs known as the Lemures. Their leader demands my master part with some of his considerable wealth, or, well, I'll just tell you they call her the Reaper, and leave the rest to your imagination. We don't intend to acquiesce to these churlish demands without a fight, and a stout arm by our side would go far to ensure our survival. Your arm, perhaps. In case the opportunity to perform a good deed isn't enticement enough, please be reminded that my master possesses considerable wealth. If you would aid us, come with haste to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, where we make our stand against these brutes. Which should be over in this zone. Ah, you. I know why you're here, and if you could lay a finger on my coin purse, you'll have to pry it from my cold, lifeless... Master Gigi Liu. He's a friend. This adventurer has agreed to help. We'll show the Reaper what her empty intimidations are worth. Ah, I see. My apologies, sir. Tensions have been high as of late, as I'm sure you can understand. For reasons that elude me, the Lemures have made my life a waking nightmare. Sight unseen, they have demanded I begin paying them for the luxury of my own life. Rumors abound of their origins. Some say they are the detritus of some barbaric nation. They flaunt our laws and threaten their betters with impunity. They are led by a dead-eyed killer who draws her scythe at the smallest slight. Refuse their payments of coin, and she takes her share of your lifeblood instead. Rubbish, I say. The Reaper is not but a toothless bandit. Interesting theory you have there. Care to test it? You're the Reaper! Oh, you're a perceptive one, ain't you? Suppose that's how you came to be in possession of so many shining things? And what do we have here? Hiring more help while our ledgers remain unbalanced? You wouldn't be trying to wiggle your way out of paying us for a job well done, would you? What was all that about sight unseen? My, how do you keep the lies straight? You didn't tell your hired muscle here what great friends we were. So great, in fact, that you trusted none other than me and mine to put the scare into your competition. A job we were happy to do. You can't find your fortune in this fair city without stepping over a few bodies on the way, after all. But as flexible as our morals are, I'm afraid without the coin to bend them, we only have one recourse, unless... One does wonder how you found yourself with a bodyguard of such uncommon metal. Hey, not an ounce of fear in that gaze, not a mote of puffed-up arrogance, either. This lad, my dear Gigilo, is the genuine article. He has what we in the mercenary trade call the killer instinct. How's this? For the sake of our long-standing friendship, I'll make it simple. Allow me to take this adventurer off your hands and the debt is forgiven. What? That's all? I believe this is what them in your trade call a bargain. As for you, adventurer, it seems you've been made a free agent. But if you're still inclined to put those instincts of yours to use, come and visit our headquarters in Pearl Lane. The door's open. Yeah, it could just simply be a lack of players, although I saw enough players out there on the moon, so I don't know what's taking so long here. I hate losing this much time to this, though. I'll say that much. The boss told me you'd be along. Coming in? Let's enter the Lemure's headquarters. Boss, the guest of honor's arrived. Ah, the savior of Alamigo and Doma deigns to appear before me. Aye, I've heard all about you. It's hard not to in this line of work. The stories paint you as ferocity incarnate, a force of nature few have survived. Yeah, and I have no idea what it is about Lalafels being scoundrels. I think they are well known for being particularly good with money, though. That might be part of it. Peace, friend. I have no desire to put the killer to the proof personally. I don't have a death wish. You can call me Drusilla. I'm a Reaper, one of many, and the leader of this little family here. As to why I invited you into our home, there's a job I'd like you to take care of for me. Depends on the job. Now don't you worry that virtuous heart of yours, eh? I wouldn't ask you to do so much as bend the law. This job is purely for the benefit of your fellow man. There it is! It's time! You gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm just gonna have to skip through this then. Why would they not let you commence in the cutscene anymore? Anyway, Zodiark.
Establishing connection. All creation shall bend to my will. The end has come. And it will be beautiful.
Alright, fallen one to start off with.
Were but playthings. Malice, become flesh!
Not too bad so far.
Will you live to see the end?
It's also doing the triangle attack. Okay. So now they're combining mechanics.
Soon my hold over Zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine! At last, I am become Zodiac!
Ah, that's where the missing connections were, on the tentacles on the bottom.
The natural order overturned!
I'm gonna pop a cooldown here.
All in existence, bent to my will! My life's work! My masterpiece!
Stay in the middle, I'm guessing? No, that one's firing now.
How I've waited for this day!
Ooh, that was a bad hit. I'm gonna cover our summoner so they can do some reses.
All in existence, bent to my will! The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated!
Yeah, we're not down yet.
From broken skies fall tears of flame! All shall burn! Will you live to see the end?
I wasn't sure where those were going to drop in.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful. The marvels of circus were but playthings.
Oh, that's actually pretty nice what you get for Holy Spirit. Alright, that's a square, so it's going to end up over here. Or rather, we need to be over here.
Malice, become flesh!
Over to this corner.
Will you live to see the end?
I think there's going to be the phase change soon. Squares up.
Soon my hold of a Zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine!
Yep, here we go.
At last, I am become Zodiac! The natural order overturned!
I think we need to be here this
All in
time.
existence, bent to my will! My life's work! My masterpiece!
Alright, eventually he's going to move to the side. Okay, so this one we need to stay out for, and then we move in.
How I've waited for this day!
Okay, now he's going to do this side smash.
existence, bent to my will!
I'll be honest, I was guessing on that one.
The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated! From broken skies fall tears of flame! All shall burn!
I literally have no idea how to read this.
Will you live to see the end?
Oh my goodness, we have a healer up. Go, go, go!
All in existence, bent to my will!
I will take that.
Will you live to see the end?
Oh my goodness. It didn't know how to target that. So it just targeted everyone.
I have no need for restraint.
At this point, I'm just playing healer. Right here should be fine.
All in existence, bent to my will!
Oh, not quite. Went the other way.
Will you live to see the end?
Nope.
The end has come, and it will be beautiful.
We're definitely making progress on this. We just gotta figure out how to survive those meteors. We can figure that out. Then we'll have it, probably.
Were but playthings.
I'm gonna try something this time, when the meteors start.
Malice, become flesh! live to see the end?
I gotta save my, my passage of arms for it, though.
Soon my hold of a Zodiac shall be complete! Mine! All mine!
I'll have to check that out later.
At last,
Or are you talking about...
I
You're talking
have
about Zodiac
become
here.
Zodiac. The natural order overturned. All in existence, bent to my
Oh, wait,
will.
it's going the other way. Crap.
My life's work, my masterpiece.
Center and then out.
How I've waited for this day.
Okay, we made it through that.
All in existence, bent to my will. The great cataclysm, faithfully recreated.
Alright, here it comes.
From broken skies fall tears of flame. All shall burn.
Let's see if that works.
Will you live to see the end?
I'd say that worked. It's definitely messy.
All in existence, bent to my will. Will you live to see the end? I have no need for restraint.
Alright, this will be a triangle. the square over there. Oh. There's a third one now.
All in existence, bent to my will! Will you live to see the end?
As long as he doesn't do the meteors again, we're fine. Alright, triangle. And then another triangle, and then another triangle.
Will you live to see the end?
Ah, crap, he pushed me off. %.
All in existence, bent to my will! Will you live to see the end?
And down they go! I don't believe it.
The limit of your power? Is this how it ends?
Yeah, Tank LB for the meteors just ignores the mechanic basically. Actually, it was only LB2. We were still off by about 30%. Let's get this one. Ah, that's a shame. Oh well. Time for the end of days to start. So the Watcher was expecting this?
Incomplete and insufficient. Of course he was no match. Once again, you have left my best laid plans in ruins. And played your role to perfection. Thus, sealing my victory! From the first, all I wanted was for you.
Just like I said.
Zodiac!
Just like I said.
Was but one of many methods to achieve the desired effect. It would have been the same had Xenos died in my place. But what better and more satisfying way to ensure success than to take control myself? My sole regret is that you lived to tell the tale. Even so, I have fulfilled my heart's desire. Let your murder mark the beginning of the end.
Yep.
The coming of the final days!
And that's it. Just as I thought, we were going to be the ones that ended up triggering the final days because we took out Zodiac. How did we not see this coming? He existed for a reason.
How quickly strength fades and blood cools. Old familiar sensations. So many lives, so many deaths. No different this. I close my eyes and slip into the dreamless slumber. A tired song and dance. Routine. Always I wake. But not this time. Nothing left unsaid. Nothing left undone. Inherit my hell. I intone with glee. The man I was would weep for what I have become. The all-consuming contempt. But I've the wisdom of 10 millennia to justify my answer to the question. No value in their existence. Not a whit. For all that I looked. None that I did see. A final chance, then, for Heidelin and her faithful. In Cataclysm, prove me wrong. I sneer. All shall return to nothingness, as was your will, Emperor Zande. I, the star, and every living being, consigned to your oblivion.
Where's Heidelin and what does she have to say?
Ah. At last.
Just as I thought, in the planet itself is our final battle. Deep breaths, slow and steady. You saw it too, yes? The blue star below, thrown into turmoil. Then it was no illusion. All was truth. With the death of Zodiark, the laws of nature over which he presided had begun to unravel. The final days are upon us. Yeah, really? What was the Warrior of Light thinking? I mean, okay, yeah, sure, maybe Fandaniel could have eventually beat himself to death, but still. There was no point in that fight. What you witnessed was an omen granted by the Echo, a vision of the horrors to come. Time grows short. Is that Xenos? Yep. Ascian Xenos, I guess.
No. I'll find no fulfillment in a contest with you this day.
Or maybe not Ascian. I'm not sure.
Slavering beasts gather at your gates, ravenous and eager. Already you turn to them and away from me. I must go forth once more in search of power far beyond the might of Shinryu. Power to make your heart run over with rage.
What? You're saying Shimryu here? You mean like Omega or someone like that?
For the eldest of primals was a betrayal of promise. A pathetic creature incapable of inspiring true despair. That's what I crave. Pure, unadulterated despair.
Or no, I'm trying to remember now. Did we actually kill Omega, or... I don't know. I will not fight for your amusement.
We shall see.
Alright. I sense his presence on the moon no longer. If you need not follow, then I beg you stay and listen to what I have to tell you. Of Zodiark and the end of all things. Before we speak at length, I believe a change of surrounds is in order. I have no more than ill tidings to share, you see. I sensed others arriving not long ago. Though my communions with Heidelin did grow infrequent, I have learned enough from her to know these are your comrades. And as luck would have it, they have already reached my abode. Come, let us join them. I guess they chased after us. Alright. Yeah, let me take a quick look at that. Let's see. Okay, that's a good one. Alright, Yashola. Thank goodness you are unharmed. We did what we could to subdue the Tempered before making our way here. Not without casualties, unfortunately. Some few detonated explosives, killing themselves and others. The contingent's healers had their hands full tending to the injured, and enthralled when we took our leave. Lest you wonder, Mistress Kryl hath also been delivered unto their care. Serving as a conduit for Heidelin's power hath taken its toll, but she will recover in due course. As for Alphino and Alice, they insisted on remaining in Garlemald while we three rushed to your aid. It appears, however, that matters here have already come to a conclusion. But what manner of conclusion, if I might ask? And is this the ally whom Heidelin bade you seek out? He is not unlike the shades of Amarot. Not unlike, perhaps, but not the same. I was created by Heidelin together with this place. It has ever been my duty to keep vigil over Zodiark. Or rather, it was my duty. And Zodiark is no more. And not without consequence, I am afraid, for now the delicate weave of the star, preserved by his presence, will begin to unravel. If you mean to avert the final days, you shall have need of... Are you alright? Heidelin's power is waning. My attempts to forestall Zodiark's release have all but exhausted my strength. If you might allow me to rest a short while, I will share with you all I can. Please do. You need not exert yourself on our account. These crystals contain records of your time here, yes? May we peruse them while we wait? By all means, if you would review them chronologically, might I suggest beginning with those on the upper floor? I shall leave that to you, Prince, while I see what can be gleaned from the crystals on these lower levels. Apparently, you can buy stuff here. Including, upgrades. Still weaker than what I... Wait, no, that's... Yeah, these are not high quality. Why are they even selling these? Same for all these. I'm confused by that. As you gaze into the crystal, ancient knowledge of Zodiac flows through your mind. Daily summary, no abnormalities detected. These appear to be records of a long, lonely vigil on the moon, dating back to the beginning of Zodiac's imprisonment. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past calamities flow through your mind. The records describe how, with each rejoining, Zodiac's thirst for freedom grew, as did the strain on the brands. Maintaining Zodiac's imprisonment appears to tax Heidelin greatly. As you gaze into the crystal, knowledge of past rejoinings flows through your mind. The records describe the Watcher's efforts to prepare in the event Zodiac broke free from his prison. The records go on to describe maintenance carried out regularly with the Lupperits, though it's not clear who or what they are. Moon bunnies! As you gaze into the crystal, a record of unexpected visitor flows through your mind. The records note the Watcher's musing when Elidibus is spotted on the moon, though clearly not for the first time. It is clear he and his brethren have a keen interest in freeing Zodiac from his prison, and yet they have made no attempt to destroy the brands. Perhaps they prefer he remain hidden from mortal eyes until the final rejoining. Perhaps they realize we would never dare bring harm to Zodiac, so long as he remains imprisoned. Did you learn anything of import? So it is as we suspected. Maintaining the brands requires a great deal of her energy and focus, and this cost has grown higher with every rejoining. That would explain why contact with her has become rather infrequent since the 7th Umbral Calamity. I too made a rather startling discovery. This heavenly body we know to be the moon was in fact created by Heidelin. When the Watcher said he was created together with this place, I thought he only meant this facility. Truly, Heidelin's powers are far beyond anything I could have imagined. I thank you for affording me this short reprieve.
It is we who should thank you. The records stored here are nothing short of extraordinary.
Yeah, Rooks, I was kind of thinking the same here. I mean, I would suspect that she also is going to have some of her power still spent keeping things split up as they are. Because, allowing the rejoining now would just cause more calamities.
There is much we could learn of Zodiac and his imprisonment. But perhaps you could offer us more focused guidance. Pray, tell us of the calamity that came before and comes now again.
Long ago, before the Great Sundering, there was but a single world, Aetherius. One day, from within the earth, a terrible cry issued forth, affecting a profound change in all manner of life. We were not exempt. Our creation magics ran rampant, giving shape and form to thoughts of hopelessness and despair. At first, the phenomenon was limited to a single region, but quickly, so very quickly, it spread and engulfed the whole of the star.
Were the ancients ever able to deduce its source?
They were not. However, the convocation struck upon a method to predict where the next corruption would manifest. Again, I still have to ask what's under Silvertear Lake at this point. The etheric energies which flow through all of creation in the form of various currents. Currents which course through the land and seas. Those which flow through the very air. And those of a celestial nature which encompass both our star and this moon.
Celestial currents. I cannot say I am familiar with the concept.
Nor would I expect you to be. Few scholars of our time knew of their existence. Hey Wolf, thanks for popping by. Have a good time there. Their invaluable knowledge helped us to better understand the nature of the calamity. Like the terrestrial ones of earth and air, the celestial currents form a vast network, but the ethereal distribution is not consistent. The Convocation soon realized that the inciting incidents occurred in regions where the flow was weakest. Wait a minute, haven't we heard this before? Where we were in... God damn it, the Asm Steppe again! Where Y'shtola found that... That plus, the burn. The fact that there's basically no ether there at all. Correlation without clear cause, ultimately. Nevertheless, on closer study, a stagnancy of ether was observed in nearby currents. Lord Samuel, no. Y'shtola actually fixed the one that was there, which allowed the ether currents to flow into the burn. So yeah, that's not a spot that needs to be fixed anymore, but now there are other spots around the world that apparently need to be fixed as well. Or at least that's how I see it, to get past this upcoming calamity. But that was quite the precursor, if they've been holding on to that one since Stormblood.
And so they sought a means to harness the forces of darkness, of activity and growth. Thus was Zodiac conceived. No less a power than a god's could set right the laws of nature and quicken the flow of ether within the star.
Precisely. With the advent of Zodiac, our end was averted.
Emmet Selk claimed that those who summoned Hydaelyn did so because they saw Zodiac's power as a threat. Is that true?
Indeed, there was a faction opposed to Zodiac's creation, but their aim was never to unmake him. He understood the continued preservation of the natural order was dependent on his very existence, until we could identify and address the underlying cause of the final days. He would need remain, for his departure would set in motion those apocalyptic forces once more. Exactly what I've been saying! Hydaelyn recognized this as well, and so rather than destroy, she sundered Zodiac, herself, and the star into lesser reflections, that she might confine him in this place. Have we not been working for Hydaelyn? And what she told me in the ethereal sea was false. That the two once dwelled as one until Zodiac grew hungry for power, upsetting the balance twixt them? Not quite a lie, but though a rather gross embellishment. but knowing what you know now, you must surely realize why she might opt to obfuscate and mislead. Hydaelyn and Zodiac are both constructs of man, approximations of perfection limited by our own imperfections. Zodiac was, without question, the more powerful of the two, having been born from the sacrifice of half of Aetherius' population. Thus was it necessary for Hydaelyn to commit herself wholly to his defeat. Still more effort was needed to confine him. Maintaining the brands taxed her greatly. With what power she dared spare, she cried out to anyone who might listen, and offered her blessing to those who heeded her call. Though it was likely within her power to do so, I believe she did not wish to speak of Aetherius and her history. Like Zodiac, Hydaelyn's purpose is a reflection of her creators. They wish to look to the future, and not linger in a prison of the past.
The Ascians set in motion 7 rejoinings before we came to oppose them. How many more worlds would have been lost had we not placed our faith in her? How many more souls living in the present would have been snuffed out for the sake of those long dead?
Well, in light of recent events, I see no reason to doubt your words. And even if Hydaelyn is not a god in truth, if Minfilia believed that we should trust in her plans, then I choose to do just that. Which brings me to a rather important question. Let's suppose we try but fail to stop this second coming of the final days. Should the source fall, what will become of the other worlds?
The nomenclature is more fitting than you know. I get the feeling he's going to tell us that we can't just simply escape to other worlds. Bring ruin to the source, and its reflections will share in its fate. Ah, it is ready. This way, if you would be so kind. beautiful sight, is it not?
Yes, but what is it?
Heidelin knew better than any that her power was not absolute. Indeed, she has ever struggled to hold Zodiark and his faithful at bay. She feared the worst and so made preparations. In the event of his demise, there would be a contingency. The moon is capable of... So the backup plan was basically to evacuate everybody off the planet and get them onto the moon. So you need not go far to find its pilots. In fact, I should be happy to take you to them. And fulfill my final duty as Watcher in the Dark. The time has come for you to be on your way. The crater at the heart of Mare Lamentorum, where Zodiark was imprisoned, is not so easily traversed, however. Let us call upon Argos, the familiar whom you met earlier. He should have no trouble bearing you across. As Heidelin created me as the jailer, so too did she create Argos as the guard. It is his nature to appear when needed, and yet he is nowhere to be found. Strange. Mayhap the imbalancing of ether has affected him. Let us make for the crushing band and attempt to call upon him there. You need but recall the path you walked with Argos before, and you will find your way. If he labors in service to Heidelin's plan, I see no reason not to do as he suggests. Shall we make for this crushing brand, then? Off we go, then. And we've got a hunt target here. I believe it, yeah. Remember what you know what this reminds me of here? This reminds me of Fantasy Star Online Blue Burst in the crater area. The place we seek is just ahead at the Chlorophosgot. You see, Argos cannot manifest without sufficient concentrations of ambient ether. You'd be hard-pressed to find a greater confluence than inside this cavern. Follow me. Yes, here will do nicely. The lunar fungi draw ether from the ground, which is then dispersed in the air. At present, however, the ambient energies are not quite sufficient for Argos to manifest. Might you be willing to spare some of your own to help these fungoi along? Argos manifests in a flash. He seems glad to see you again. A most fascinating creation of Heidelin's, would you not agree? Should the need arise, he is even capable to he is even able to create reflections of himself on a whim. Though I assure you it was no reflection which accompanied you earlier to the brand. No, Argos is quite eager to be at your side then, as he is now, it seems. I cannot recall when last he showed such an affinity for anyone. Indeed, I thought him more likely to shy away from you and your companions. Perhaps it was more than a sense of duty that compelled him to aid you before. As for your companions... unexpected, but greatly appreciated. I believe we are all ready. Then let us return outside that you may cross the chasm. We're not flying into space just yet here. Actually, before I leave... No, I don't see any lookout points. Yeah, I'm on the moon. It kind of makes sense that that wouldn't be available here. Alright, let's help out with this one. That is a lot of ground markers. And this will also help Hadrid with his leveling here. All right. Your destination is the structure there across the Cradle of Darkness. But climb onto Arcos' back, and he will take care of the rest. Once you arrive, it should not take long to find the ship's crew. The facility is designed to rouse them from their slumber in the event of Zodiark's destruction. Heed their counsel. Together you may guide the star and its people to a kinder fate. This is where we part ways, but know that I shall ever be watching and praying for your success. Our allies' assurances notwithstanding, we cannot be certain what awaits us on the other side, so perhaps it would be best if we did not all go at once. I propose the two of us cross first, while Thancred and Urianger wait here. Let's cross. Onward! A malefic aether yet permeates from the crater, remnants of Zodiark most like. Rats, I did it to myself again. Here comes more experience I can't get for a ninja. Just a little further. The structure is enormous, though that is hardly surprising given the size of the average Emerald team. Apologies for the wait. Right then, let us head inside and... Oh? Most intriguing, a means by which he conserveth energy, mayhaps. Well, I certainly wouldn't want him to blink out of existence on our account, helpful as he's been. Thank you, Argos. We'll take things from here. If Argos is to remain without, let us not keep him waiting over long. Yes, Argos is. This place is huge. Alright, before we do anything... Aetheryte. There we go.
Our moonship pilot should be around here somewhere. Is that right?
And there they are. What a weird musical theme to bring in.
Look lively, everyone! I know, this 1243rd inspection is a mite ahead of schedule, but it is of the utmost importance, for Zodiac, alas, is no more. As of now, our mighty moon has a new purpose, to bear the people of Etheris to safety! Our time has come, my friends! do before our guests arrive?
Your guests have already arrived.
I expect your workstations to be immaculate. And don't forget to relay our signal to Atheris. Questions? Yes? No? Maybe so? No? Then hop to it!
"'Tis a rather curious crew she hath chosen. Their endearing forms intended to ease the passengers' hearts, perhaps."
Perhaps.
Alright. So with that, we have, well, we've at least seen the crew at this point, although we haven't met them officially just yet. But what I want to do here is I want to take a quick 3 to 5 minute break here, at which point we're going to continue on and hopefully meet them here. So please stand by, everyone. I will be right back.